Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location. Very cool spot indeed, because what we've got is this big strange structure. I have no idea what exactly this could be, but clearly some people are looking at some writings here. There's this big cube of like rusted steel, and then you get to overlook, well, a big pile of rocks and this black stone over here, and then some train tracks. But after that, you get a nice little view of the city. So where is this? I don't know. I'm gonna guess Australia, I guess, and somewhere pretty big. Is there any big like interior places in Australia, like Emerald? Sure, let's call this Emerald. I don't think that's gonna be that big. Okay, the answer was Broken Hill. Broken Hill. Well, it was big. Well, I mean, big enough. And interior, that's for sure. But New South Wales, not Queensland. Hopefully some of you guys figured that one out. All right, here we are in today's daily challenge location. Lots to look and see around here. We've got some big buildings. They a lot of windows on these. Actually, it looks like some kind of office, some kind of company here. We've got big old fountains and stuff like that. Lots to see. People walking around. Some strange looking statues. Wow, this is a pretty cool, I guess, a campus location. I don't know if it's a school or a company. I really don't know. But whatever it is, it looks very, very interesting and is today's daily challenge, meaning it's up to you guys to tell me where in the world you think we are. All you need to do is put your guesses down in the comment section below. Tell me where in the world you think this is. And in tomorrow's video's comment section, I announce the winner, the person that guesses closest. Now, there are no prizes, but there is glory to be won. So if you are interested in becoming the day's top GeoGuessr, then tell me, where in the world do you think we are right now? All right, here we are in the main section of today's video, and today we've got a viewer challenge brought to us by none other than someone from Geelong. Thank you so much, someone from Geelong, for sending this one in. This is another top 5 challenge, and this one is top 5 most expensive cities to live in. That is right, top 5 most expensive cities to live in. So that is very interesting. Now I'm wondering, you know, there's some places like one that comes to mind, I'm fairly certain is going to be on this list. Maybe it'll be at number 1. It really depends how this list goes. But there could be a city such as like San Francisco. It's probably going to be number 1, I would guess, in America at least. But then there are other cities that come to mind that, you know, may have that have like an extremely wealthy population and very, very wealthy, like very expensive properties and stuff like that. And then some less wealthy people as well, but maybe like it would skew it so much to the expensive that it would make it a more expensive city to live in on average. I don't know. We're gonna find out as it goes along, but thank you so much, someone from Geelong, for sending this one in. If you're interested in creating your own custom challenge, all you need to do is look down in the description below, find a step-by-step guide on how to create your own custom challenge and how to send it to me. Also, you can find a link to this one so you can play along yourself. So we've got an airline, we've got an airport, Owens, we are driving on the left, tunnel signal ahead. All right, we're driving on the left, and Wollongong, oh, okay, so obviously someone from Geelong is pointing to us out that Melbourne is a very, very, is it Wollongong's not Melbourne? No, it's Sydney's that Wollongong is near, right? It's Sydney that Wollongong is near. Okay, I forgot. I was thinking for whatever reason that Wollongong it was south of Geelong, but it's not. I was imagining it somewhere over here, but no, it's not there. Okay, so it's not Melbourne that's on the list. It's Sydney. I'm assuming it's probably the most expensive Australian city to live in. But let's take a look. Okay, we're near the airport. That should make things actually fairly obvious. Where do I think the Sydney airport is? Right here? Yeah? I mean, it seems pretty obvious, actually. We are right here, because there's the tunnel over there. You're going right under the runway. Oh, that's nice. All right, well, let's, should we take a look? Like, what is there to see over here? Oh, more tunnels? Well, let's go. I don't want to go through like a ton of tunnels this way, so let's go through this tunnel here. It's boy. All right. Well, we've made it. Okay, I was worried for a second. So there you go. Tunnel under the airport. That makes sense to me. And then we're going to get out. Here we are. So city is that way. My God. Lots of people on this highway. But we get to get off, get ourselves some ultimate gas, Wild Bean Cafe, and, of course, stopping at a McDonald's over here. All right. Well, there you go. We got a pretty good idea of where we are. We are at the Sydney airport. The answer is yes, we were. 6472. So now we're going to find ourselves the city of London as well has got to be on that list, right? City of London is extremely... I'm expecting London and San Francisco to be on there. But I don't know if we would really consider something like... sorry, I don't know why I was zooming into Greece there for a reason. I meant to zoom into Dubai. I don't know, like Dubai... It's got to be expensive to live there. Or like maybe like Doha. You know, that's got to be expensive to live there too. But I'm guessing that like there's like it has a pretty big wealthy population, but there's probably a decent enough like, you know, not that expensive to live there population as well. This actually looks like Berlin. If I had to make a guess, are we in Berlin? I don't know. Just looking around for whatever reason, that's what I was feeling, because I was thinking maybe we would be in like the Netherlands at first, but I don't know now where we're gonna be at all. .ch, oh, Switzerland. All right, we're in Switzerland, so we're probably in Zurich, I guess. .ch, that is Switzerland. Zurich, yeah, we're gonna go with Zurich on this one. All right, it's a very nice city. Got to admit, it looks quite nice. It also looks, I don't know, it looks kind of like sad. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's like not a very bright day. But I don't know. It doesn't look. Yeah, it looks all right. You know, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't live in Zurich. I think I would. I think I would enjoy my time lived in Zurich. It'd be, you know, it looks like a nicer place than it looks like a nicer city than Ottawa. I'll tell you that much. Not that Ottawa's not a nice city, just that this one is particularly nice. You know, it's got a lot of really nice looking buildings and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say oh, we're not in Doha. All right, we're gonna go to none other than our good friend Zurich over here. Yeah, Zurich, District 4. Is there a District 9? Probably is. Make the guess, and the answer was yes, indeed. 6410. Now we are in. Oh, jeez. All right. Copycat, a Radisson Blue. Okay. You know what? I really don't know where we are. I gotta say that for sure. We're driving on the right, and we are Copenhagen? I guess Copenhagen's on the list. Yeah, I'm guessing it must be on that list. All right, well, that looks like that would be it. Unless we're in Oslo, but I kind of doubt we're in Oslo. I mean, it's possible, but there's a good chance. I don't know. To me, I feel like Copenhagen's got to be a more expensive city to live in than Oslo, right? Maybe not. I have no idea. Museum. Okay, it's good to know. Munch Street. Botanisk Hage. All right, if you say so. Where's the water? Because that would be a big clue. Where's that statue of that little mermaid? Nobody knows. Well, I mean, I could probably find it if I knew where the water was. But I don't. So, kind of aimlessly wandering down the streets. Maybe I should look at a compass? All right. The water is... It should be this way. All right. Right? It should be east of us. That's where the water should be. So let's go east. Let's try to find some water here. I mean, there's got to be some water at some point. All right. Well, that's what I'm going to try to do. I think we are sure this way. Am I going west now? All right, sure. Let's go down that way. There you go. Maybe I went the wrong direction. Wouldn't that be bad? All right, let's take a look at this sign over here, considering I don't think I'm ever going to find myself. All right. Göteborg. Jeez, what a name. The E6. Oh, are we in Malmo? Wait, could that... I don't know if we could be in Malmo. No, I don't think we could be. E6. Is this still known as the E6? It's not. What about it over Gothenburg? Oslo. Yeah, it's got to be Oslo. Huh. Wow. There you go. I didn't really think of Oslo as being such an expensive city, but it's got to be. Godborg would be this city right here. Interesting. For whatever reason, I would have been certain Copenhagen would have been a more expensive city than Oslo, but yeah, here we are. Turns out Oslo's right. 6382. All right. Now we find ourselves in good old-fashioned London. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It's hard to tell. Maybe no North American city's going to make it on the list. You know, that'd be a possibility. Sydney's a more expensive city than any North American city. It's possible, because this doesn't look like London to me. It's Paris. Well, that view made things a little bit more obvious. Paris. All right. Paris, that makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. Yeah, it would be pretty expensive to live here, especially with like the 70% taxes you get. 70% of your income going to the big government. But that's okay. I'm actually not I'm not like against taxes or anything like that. I'm not a crazy person, believe me. But there you go. We made it to the Eiffel Tower. I mean, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? All you need to do is just follow it, and we got there. Tell you what, is a really nice place. Standing here, how many people are going to be taking pictures of it? Like everyone. Can you go underneath it? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. You can't post pictures of it at night on Facebook, because that's a copyrighted material there, apparently. Or something weird like that, right? Paris is another one of those cities that I've never really ranked high on the list of places that I would want to go. For whatever reason, I always felt like, I'll go to Paris. Paris really is never on the top of the list, but it is a really beautiful city. I'll make sure one of these days to go. So the Eiffel Tower is like here, isn't it? Where is it? Yeah, it's like here somewhere. So we're going to say we are like right there. Make the guess, and the answer was kind of. Oh, it's right there. Well, my bad. Well, close enough. 64.19. And then finally, Maximum Credit Co. PTE. If you say so. The Loft. A 7-Eleven. All right. Interesting. Cross Street. United Overseas Bank. Looking at this, SBS Transit. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot Hong Kong existed. Yeah, I probably should have remembered that Hong Kong is a city that exists in real life. Really, even San Francisco doesn't go on this list, or London. Huh. I should have remembered Hong Kong as being a city that exists, because that would have probably given me number one. I'm guessing this is Hong Kong, unless unless I'm very wrong about something. Let's take a good look. All right, that doesn't really give us much. Let's keep going down this way, see what we can find. We've got people walking around, comfort, big phone lines, lots of buildings. Can we go here? Okay, no, that's just like, it's a lot closer. I thought that was a big triangle-shaped building. Raffles City. Really, Raffles City. All right. Well, should we go down this way? See what we can see. Victoria Street, Hill Street. Yeah, I feel like this is certainly going to be Hong Kong. I am fairly certain of that. National Heritage Board. I am almost positive of this. But, yeah, I mean, very cool. I mean, of course it's going to be, that's going to top the list. I don't know why I've kind of forgot Hong Kong existed. But that's okay. So, but I got to say, I am surprised that San Francisco or London didn't make the list. You know, I guess. Wait. No, this isn't Hong Kong. Isn't this Singapore? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Is this Singapore? Yeah, wait, Singapore's more expensive than Hong... Are you... This list is confusing. Maybe it's not the top 5, maybe it's just 5 of the most? You telling me it's less expensive to live in Hong Kong than it is to live in Sydney? I mean, no, Sydney's not the surprising one. Oslo's the surprising one on the list. I got to admit, Sydney's not that surprising, right? It's the biggest place around, biggest game in Australia. Although, to be honest, I think Melbourne's quite nice as well. But I don't know, it's like the biggest there is there, you know? Still 18 million people, right? The biggest one there is, you know, biggest around as well. Quite a big, you can draw quite a big circle and make Sydney the biggest city in there. Or maybe like the nicest city. You can draw any like, you know, pretty big circle there. So there is that. But, you know, Singapore, it makes sense. I'm not going to lie. That does make sense too. Which is not one that I really forgot, but for whatever reason I was thinking, you know, it's a whole country, right? It's got to be people of all sorts of economies living here, but maybe not. Maybe not. Really wasn't thinking about it too much. You telling me Hong Kong's not on the list? Maybe it's not, but clearly we're not there right now. We're in Singapore. All right, well, surprises, surprises. There you go. So, the surprising one on the list is Oslo. I got to admit, it's the surprising one on the list. Maybe it's not the top 5. I refuse to believe Oslo is more expensive to live in than London, than Hong Kong, or than San Francisco. You know, is it? Maybe it is, but I have no idea. Paris makes sense. Zurich, I mean, Switzerland, banks, makes sense as well. Singapore kind of makes sense. Where's Hong Kong? I don't know. I don't know where Hong Kong is. But maybe that just goes to show how crazy expensive it is to live in Sydney. You know, it's like one of those beautiful places, right? I mean, Sydney, not only is it a big city, but it's like the kind of place people dream to go of. I mean, there are a lot of people who dream to travel to Australia. The dreams, I mean, Paris as well. Oslo, I don't know. No, nor is Zurich or Singapore, which is why Paris makes total sense. But, you know, Sydney's one of those cities, too, that people around the world dream of going there. You know, for the sun, the water, the stuff, the people. I don't know. I mean, if I went to Australia, I don't know if I'd really want to go to Sydney. If I went to Australia, I'd want to rent a car. There's a lot of places that I want to go to that I'd want to rent a car, but I think Australia's another one of those rent-a-car countries. I mean, it's big, you know, but that doesn't really matter. Like driving, oh man, driving from Sydney to Brisbane would be pretty cool, right? This has got to be a nice drive right here. It's got to be a lot of fun stuff along the way. But I mean, you go to Sydney, I'm sure it's a nice city, but like, it's a big city. There's big cities everywhere. I don't know if that's really what makes Australia special, is the fact that it has Sydney in it. Is that what, I really don't think that's what makes Australia special, is the fact that Sydney is there. So yeah, I would have to say, if I went to Australia, I'd rent a car. But I guess, you know, for a lot of people, you know, they want to go to a place like that, but, you know, experience the comforts of being in a city or something like that. And I don't know, they don't want to go on the road and drive down and see some, you know, wilderness. Hell, I don't know. But there you go. Beautiful. That is today's challenge, 31,866. I mean, obviously it's a good score because all the locations were pretty easy to find with a little bit of digging. Although I was convinced this was Copenhagen and I was convinced that was Hong Kong, even though I didn't really bother to look very much at anything. 31,866. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good
good one.